Matt's world. We are back with another interesting science topic that you may know about it from the thumbnail of this video link. Today we are going to talk about teleportation in details. Are you ready to get fly with this topic? Let's get going with the topic. Teleportation is the hypothetical transfer of matter or energy from one point to another without traversing the physical space between them. It is a common subject in science fiction literature, film, video games, and television. Teleportation is often paired with time travel, being that the traveling between the 2 points takes an unknown period of time, sometimes being immediate. Teleportation has not yet been implemented in the real world. There is no known physical mechanism that would allow this. Frequently appearing scientific papers and media articles with the term teleportation typically report on so-called quantum teleportation, a scheme for information transfer. The use of the term teleport to describe the hypothetical movement of material objects between one place and another without physically traversing the distance between them has been documented as early as 1878. American writer Charles Fort is credited with having coined the word teleportation in 1931 to describe the strange disappearances and appearances of anomalies, which he suggested may be connected. As in the earlier usage, he joined the Greek prefix tele to the root of the Latin verb porter, meaning to carry. Ford's first formal use of the word occurred in the second chapter of his 1931 book Lo. Mostly in this book I shall specialize upon indications that there exists a transportory force that I shall call teleportation. I shall be accused of having assembled lies, yarns, hoaxes, and superstitions. To some degree I think so, myself. To some degree I do not. I offer the data. Teleportation in fiction. Teleportation is a common subject in science fiction literature, film, video games, and television. The use of matter transmitters in science fiction originated at least as early as the 19th century. An early example of scientific teleportation is found in the 1897 novel To Venus in 5 Seconds by Fred T. James. James' protagonist is transported from a strange machinery containing gazebo on Earth to planet Venus, hence the title. The earliest recorded story of a matter transmitter was Edward Page Mitchell's The Man Without a Body in 1877. Science on teleportation. An actual teleportation of matter has never been realized by modern science. It is questionable if it can ever be achieved, because any transfer of matter from one point to another without traversing the physical space between them violates Newton's laws, a cornerstone of physics. Almost all physics is local, that is, any event only influences its immediate neighborhood and any consequence only propagates continuously through space, in direct contrast to what teleportation would be. The only known exception to date are correlations from quantum entanglement. It appears that those cannot be employed to transport matter, energy or information through space, but even after 100 years of research their interpretation has remained unclear.
Quantum teleportation. Quantum teleportation is distinct from regular teleportation, as it does not transfer matter from one place to another, but rather transmits the information necessary to prepare a target system in the same quantum state as the source system. The scheme was named quantum teleportation because certain properties of the source system are recreated in the target system without any apparent information carrier propagating between the two. In many cases, such as normal matter at room temperature, the exact quantum state of the system is irrelevant for any practical purpose, and the necessary information to recreate the system is classical. In those cases, quantum teleportation may be replaced by the simple transmission of classical information, such as radio communication. In 1993, Fedotov proposed that a quantum state of a particle could be transferred to another distant particle without moving the two particles at all. This is called quantum state teleportation. There are many following theoretical and experimental papers published. Researchers believe that quantum teleportation is the foundation of quantum calculation and quantum communication. In 2008, M. Hodder proposed that it may be possible to teleport energy by exploiting quantum energy fluctuations of an entangled vacuum state of a quantum field. There are some papers published but no experimental verification. In 2014, researcher Ronald Hansom and colleagues from the Technical University Delft in the Netherlands demonstrated the teleportation of information between two entangled quantum bits 3 meters apart. In 2016, Waiwe showed that in a generalization of quantum mechanics, particles themselves could teleport from one place to another. This is called particle teleportation. With this concept, superconductivity can be viewed as the teleportation of some electrons in the superconductor, and superfluidity is the teleportation of some of the atoms in the cellular tube. This effect is not predicted to occur in standard quantum mechanics.